Do you ever feel like you're always waiting on the next thing to go wrong? That's not anxiety. That's a sign you grew up in dysfunction. Hello, my beautiful queens and kings, and today we'll be discussing the number one sign you grew up in dysfunction. The number one sign for sure is definitely survival mode. That is, and this is new to me. I knew that there was always fight or flight. However, I didn't know the other two. So it's fight or flight, and then you also have freeze or fawn. Let me explain. So we're all familiar with the fight or flight, but then if you didn't know, like I didn't know, you have the freeze or fawn, which are kind of similar. It's like when you are consistently doing something and then all of a sudden you just stop. It's like you freeze. You just cold turkey it, just you're done. And that comes from because your logical mind wants a certain type of outcome, but your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. Your ego is trying to keep you safe, so you just stop. And that's freeze. And then fawn is kind of similar in the way that you are continuously doing something towards, like, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur, you're putting your business out there, but you may self-sabotage in some type of way and just slowly dwindle out or not really put focus on it like you really want to. There's another sign that you're always scanning for danger. You're always on the lookout. You can't just be in just a normal state how you are when you're alone. You're in your isolation, which is great when the time calls for it. However, when you need to be out and about and exchanging energy and having these conversations, it's not okay when you're stuck in your head and you're constantly like, I don't want to make this person upset. I don't want to. Are they really upset? Or do they see something within me that I'm not really truly present in this conversation? I'm not truly confident. Do they believe me? Do they not believe me? Like, is this, or that? It's always something. You're always wondering, what am I doing? Or what is the other person thinking of me? You can't just be present. You're always in your head. Another one is constantly feeling like, it's kind of like the other one, but you're constantly like feeling uneasy in calm situations. So even though everything on the outside seems to be okay, you just have this high anxiety within you that, and you're constantly just like looking around, like, okay, is this really calm? Is this what's really going on? Another one is over apologizing. You're constantly like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Like, you don't want to offend anybody. You don't want anybody to think anything other than just positive things about you. So you're constantly trying to be nice and always just over apologizing. Like, I'm sorry if that offended you. I didn't mean it that way. Like, you don't, like, you just, it's okay. Don't worry. Like, it's just so hard to just breathe and to just be you. One of the reasons why this happens is because in your childhood you grew up with unpredictability, anger, anxiety, neglect, things like that wire your nervous system. It's on a physical level. So you cannot show up in your adulthood being normal, being able to carry a simple conversation, because you have been wired to believe that there's danger. There's always danger around. Somebody's going to be angry. Something's about to pop off. Somebody's thinking negative thoughts about you. And then your body learns to survive instead of thriving. You're always just getting by. You're literally just surviving. You do not know how to, or even if you do know how to be on a physical level, your best, your healthiest, you will self-sabotage because you don't know how to thrive. Your body is always just in survival mode. You are so focused, your body is so focused on just surviving that you are going to start easily bringing on illnesses, diseases. You could have a simple cold that could turn into something else, like something a lot worse, just because your body is not used to being able to thrive. You're trying to just survive and trying to, those things within your body that usually are there to defend off illnesses and sicknesses, you don't have those, or they're very diminished because you don't thrive, you just survive. If you feel this way, it doesn't mean you're broken. You've just adapted. You're not stuck. You don't have to live like this forever, mentally or physically. Another thing you can do you can struggle to trust people. You're used to people who are supposed to be in your life, that are in your life, and supposed to just have that trust, break your trust. So now, moving forward in your adult life, you don't trust people because you have been conditioned to believe that people that are supposed to love you and trust you and treat you accordingly break your trust. So now you're on the fence with all of your new relationships, whether those be platonic or romantic. And because you've been conditioned to believe that people are going to break your trust, you stay in toxic relationships you could stay in a toxic relationship for years because you just are conditioned to believe that that's normal, and that's what our ego does. Our ego wants to keep us safe, so we deal with things that are beneath us, even though we know we shouldn't be dealing with certain things because we've been conditioned since childhood to believe that this pattern is just how it is. You just stay in those toxic relationships. Even like, let's take for example, like if somebody sets a boundary with you, you respect it. You know deep down inside that there's nothing really wrong with setting boundaries. You have been conditioned to not make other people feel uneasy, so you immediately just respect it. However, when you decide to set a boundary, you just feel completely guilty because you're like, but what if I'm making somebody feel uneasy? What if I'm making somebody else feel like they have to respect me? It's the fact that they're having to do something, whether it be positive or negative. The fact that you're just making them have to do something is making you feel guilty. It's kind of confusing, but like I know like you just get it. It's just this thing that is just within you, just like, I feel guilty setting a boundary because I'm making somebody else have to adhere to something. And what if they don't want to? Even though I don't like it. I know, it's what we do. It's what we did, okay? We're not doing that anymore. We're on this journey of healing, and don't feel like you have to do everything perfectly off the bat. Like once I decided I wanted to change, I didn't want to live a certain way anymore. It was like I beat myself up on every little thing that I did wrong, but it's like, it's a journey. You're on your path to healing. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're just going to get it right. Like you have literally been conditioned since childhood. That's all you've known. Like you can't just easily just break something, break these things and these patterns that you've been doing that easy. So give yourself the grace. Healing can look like multiple different things. Whatever just feels good to you. Like it could be painting your nails, journaling, coloring in a coloring book, a word search. Like I know like it can seem something so simple like a word search, like, oh, that's like what kids do. When we have all of this anxiety and all of these feelings built up inside of us, sometimes it could take doing something very simple and what would be very easy to the next person. We work well in those moments because we can just truly relax. We've got something easy to do. We're just able to relax in those moments. So constantly doing those things, even if you just do it, a couple times out of the week, and then you slowly just keep adding in more and more and more, next thing you know, you're gonna be doing exercise regimens and doing all types of yoga poses, and then you're gonna want to start teaching these things, and it's just compounds on top of each other. You're gonna slowly start building your confidence. And I know, well, this kind of sounded cheesy to me, but honestly, it felt weird because it's like other people see what I'm doing, but once I put it in my mind, it's like, this isn't about anybody else. This is about me and my journey and what the hell I want out of life. Like, this is personal. And that was going barefoot in the grass And yes, it felt weird, and it does feel weird at first, but that there have you guys got to check out that movie, Earthing, I believe it's called, on Netflix, or even just go on YouTube and just searching it up. There literally is an electronic magnetic field. Like, I don't know all of the scientific stuff, okay? All I know is that when I did it, I immediately felt better. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we are a part of the earth, so of course when we connect with it, we feel at ease. We feel at ease, we feel peace. It felt so good. Like, I did not want to leave. I'm like, I should have got here earlier, because I had to go pick up my kids from school, and I'm like, man, if I would have got here earlier, I could have just stayed in this moment. It just felt so good and so natural, and it felt good. Yes, like, I saw a couple people looking at me, but it's like, you know what, like, this isn't about you, this is about me. Like, this feels good to me. Like, you don't know me, you don't know what I've been through, you don't understand how much meaning this has to me right now. Or another thing could be inner child work. Now, I have done a lot of this, and it has helped me on my healing journey so much and so significantly. Like, I take that little girl that was hurt and that was broken and felt like she couldn't express herself, like she didn't know the words to feel. She just felt these emotions of just abandonment and neglect, and feeling like she constantly had to dumb herself down and dim herself down. And I was just like, it's like, you obviously you can't physically go back, but you just imagine that younger version of you, and you go there and you speak with your inner child, and you let them know, like, it's okay to be, you're safe. You're safe. I'm here now. I'm going to take care of you. And even though you may not be there, be like, this is what you turned out to be. This all worked out for you. Everything always, this was to help you learn and to help you grow and to help you evolve. This isn't because you're a bad person. You didn't do anything wrong. You're loved, and look at what you've grown up to be. And now that I have kids of my own, it's like, I took my inner child and was like, go play with them. Like, just go play with them. Go be free. Have fun. I try to make sure that my kids feel safe and that they're loved and they know that they're loved. I mean, even if I tell them constantly all the time, to the point to where it's like, okay, we know, like, dang, you get on our nerves. Like, no, I'm going to need you to know. Like, to grow up to not know if somebody loves you it's hurtful. That shit hurts. And so to take your inner child and be like, just go play. Just go be free. Just go be you. That brings so much healing. Like, I can't, it's really hard to put into words. Like, I really can't describe it. It's just, you just try it, whatever it looks like for you. Just, and I'm telling you, I promise you, and you've probably heard this before, and I've said it before, doing those small things really do compound. I think didn't I even say it in this video? But it's so true. When you do those tiny things, you may feel like it's so small and insignificant, but I promise you, they compound on top of each other. And next thing you know, you're like, damn, like, I'm like, low-key, like, I'm a damn counselor. I'm a freaking therapist. I can do that. I can teach somebody else to do this. And you are going to, you're going to do whatever it is that you want in life once you start healing. I promise you, once you start actually taking those things on, if you somehow came across this message, it's because it's for you and you are ready. Your soul is ready to be like, okay, I'm ready to fight these things. I'm ready to heal. I know they may be hard to deal with, and I don't want to go back and revisit these things, but I want to heal once and for all. And you're ready. It's not about fixing anything overnight. It's about remembering who you are. Not about fixing something overnight. Growing up in dysfunction may have shaped you, but it doesn't define you. Promise you. So if you want deeper healing and more support, you can check out the helpful links in my description. And until next time, I love you, and the universe loves you.